We're at home and he'd gone off. He'd become really jealous and thought that I was chatting to someone else out at a bar, and I just lost it and started throwing some property around the room and that sort of thing. There was a build-up to things not being great. There was jealousy, there was monitoring of text messages and social media and that sort of thing, and my movements. And if I went out with friends or family, it would be sort of constant messaging of where are you, when are you going to be home, that sort of thing. We were walking home from dinner, and I was making a joke about how we were going the longer way. And enraged, he sort of turned around and gave me a big shove in the chest and started abusing me. Believed him the next day when he apologised and said, you know, I'll change, I'll do this and I'll do that and see a psychologist. I believed him. It gets to a point where you're questioning yourself so much, like you don't know whether to believe the perpetrator and whether everything that they're saying is true. Deep down you know that you're right, but there's always, you're questioning yourself all the time. I guess one of the scariest things is I'm exposed to domestic violence every single day in my role, and despite that I still wasn't recognising it, or maybe even denying it. I wanted to have that sort of great relationship and, you know, show my family and friends, you know, even though I'm gay, I can still have a really loving and fulfilling relationship. When you start taking these sort of steps like I did, where I was hiding the knife block in the kitchen and I'd have the front door open ready for a quick escape if something happened. So I'd have my phone recording in case something did happen. I never told anyone. I was so ashamed of being in an abusive relationship and sort of feeling trapped in it and not being able to get out that I didn't want to tell anyone. You need to get in contact with someone and just say, you know, this is what I'm going through, and get their opinion. That's when you can sort of start getting your head around, yes, you are in an abusive relationship, it's not just in your head, and start sort of making the steps to make a safety plan or get out of the relationship or try and make things better. It wasn't all bad. I think that's one thing that a lot of people fail to see. They sort of think that you're in an abusive relationship and it's abusive all the time. If that was the case, it would be a lot more easy to identify, I guess. When I got out of the relationship, it was so good just to be able to reconnect with friends that I hadn't seen in a while and family, and going out with them and not having to worry about the repercussions of that when I got home, not having to check the time every minute to make sure I wasn't going to be late, not having to worry about any of that, just being able to go out, enjoy the night, go home and live life was amazing.